Greetings, Knights, and welcome to the 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. I'm your anchorman, Ordinary, coming at you live from Britannia. This is the Borehat Headlines. First up, I'm excited to announce a global first release. We'd like to introduce you to the dynamic duo, Knighthood of...
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy. Did you just hear this, man, bro? Did you just hear this, man? We have a global first release. Now, it's not the most hype unit ever. It's Oslo and Hawk, right? Basically a meme unit. So I'm looking forward to seeing the stats on this unit and if it's actually viable for competitive PvP gameplay. But nonetheless, a global first release. This is lit, bro. This is actually lit because it means that there's a possibility that in the future, we could see even more hype units come to global before they go to JP, because I would think that global makes them more money, right? And if they could convert some of the JP players into playing global and JP, then it's a win-win for them, right? So be interesting. Maybe like, I don't know, the one Escanor comes to global before JP, like a day or two, a week or two. Hey man, I'm a global player, you know what I'm saying? So hey, I dare to dream, but let's see what else they got to say to us, man. Shit's lit.
Scraps Disposal, Oslo and Hawk. This duo depletes the ultimate move gauges of all enemies, disrupting ultimate move use.
That's pretty dope.
And believe me, you won't want to miss out on some of those awesome
Yeah.
costumes. These two pack quite the punch, and we can't wait for you to try them out yourself.
Hold up.
Let us know in the comments below what you think about this new
Did you
duo.
see those cosmetics, bro? Those cosmetics are actually lit. Yeah. I hope these cosmetics are free. That's all I'm gonna say.
Valiant Knights of Britannia, a new final boss has appeared. Are you up for the challenge? Final boss Taizu is here to test your skills. Will you have what it takes to finish this battle? I know I.
Yo, Taizu, Twigo, and the boy
The journey
Walio. He's
continues.
even in the game?
Fight to save Britannia from the deadly 10 commandments. Our heroes have fought hard, but the battle is far from
Chapter
over.
13, okay.
It looks like another member of the 10 Commandments has recently joined the battle against the 7 Deadly Sins. Introducing SSR, the 10 Commandments, Gloxinia of Repose, and SSR, Elite Demon Gloxinia of Repose. Watch out for that Commandment of Repose. Allies and enemies who use 2 or more skills in a single turn will have their attack-related stats reduced by 30% for 2 turns. Can't get enough of the amazing story that is the 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross? Neither can we. That's why we created the cutscene recaps. Now you can rewatch your favorite adventures over and over and over again. Be sure to check out our collection of videos on this YouTube channel. And that's all the news we have for today.
Let me just stop you there. This is actually going to be pretty cool. I don't know if this is coming this week or all of these things are coming this week or if it's going to be spread out for the next couple weeks, but it is really, really nice. If you jump over to the forums, you'll see that we actually got dev notes, which is pretty cool, right? This is a surprise hero. We now know, well, you could look at it and tell it's Hawk here in Oslo. If you don't know who Oslo is, it's King's pet / guardian. Right, so just keep that in mind. Then we have final boss Taizu. We just saw that Taizu with Walio or Wilo, whatever. Okay, Taizu and Twigo. That's the only thing that mattered. Taizu's back to flex on the man. Them's probably gonna get some free cosmetics for Twigo and Taizu, so that's pretty cool. I don't think this idiot's in the game yet, so it'd be interesting to see if he gets added as a new like SR or R unit. I don't know. I haven't checked on JP if he actually got added with this final boss. So it's going to be interesting. And it looks like they're using... Oh my gosh. I'm so mad, guys. I'm literally the only global player that has like 3 million box CC without Derriere. But it looks like Derriere, Giant Dian, and Elaine is going to be meta for this boss. And guess who doesn't have Derriere? So it's going to be interesting to see if I can place top 1%. Or top 5% without dairy. Oh my gosh. Bro, why this game do me like that? Why this game do me like that? And then we have new content, Tower of Trials. This is good because this is going to be something that refreshes on a monthly basis. Apparently it's very, very difficult, but it's also extremely rewarding. And the bad news, right? The good news is we get a new unit, possibly for free. We get a new final boss, which gives you free cosmetics, demon materials, chalices, purple stones, all that good stuff. And if you play as well, you get diamonds and all that stuff. But the bad thing about this update is this Super Awakening. I was really hoping, like, after I seen the guild boss last week, I kind of figured that Super Awakening was coming sooner than later, but at the exact same time, I was kind of holding out hope that that wouldn't be the case and they would be putting off Super Awakening until maybe New Year or maybe the first year anniversary. But it's here now, and it's kind of bittersweet, right? On one hand, it's here now, so we can start getting Super Awakening coins, so we can hopefully catch up to JP sooner for people like myself who want to catch up to JP, because there's just so many fun units on JP that I want to play with, like Ludo, right, and Sariel and Tavio, right? So yeah, this means we are definitely going to catch up to JP soon. Festival King, all that good stuff. Probably Festival King coming in January. The bad news is this is going to require you to sink more resources into your units if you want them to stay PvP viable. And if you're somebody like me who likes to experiment with different teams in PvP, you're gonna have to invest even more into your units now, past just getting them to 80 and getting cosmetics for them. Now you're gonna have to actually Super Awaken them, which Super Awakening is essentially just turning the gold stars into red stars. You can turn 4 of the 6 stars into red stars by feeding Super Awakening coins into your character to give them XP to create those red stars. Hopefully we get the new version of Super Awakening on global. When it was first released, I actually despised the sheer thought of it because it was just a massive cash grab where you had to have the unit at 4 out of 6 on their ultimate if you wanted to actually Super Awaken them 4 times to get them to the maximum that it could possibly be. However, the JP players revolted and they seen that global would actually react the exact same way. So what they did for JP is actually make it so that even if the character is 1 out of 6, you can still Super Awaken them. It just costs more gold, silver, and platinum coins to do, and also Super Awakening coin, which will be added to the game along with this system. So hopefully we get a new version of Super Awakening, which will just allow you to Super Awaken any character that you want, as long as you have 1 copy of them. However, just keep in mind, if you're planning to Super Awaken a unit, just know it is always going to be cheaper to have that unit 4 out of 6 than it would be if you had them 1 out of 6. Like, so for example, myself, I have Elizabeth 2 out of 6. I know at some point I am going to 6 out of 6 Elizabeth. So for me to get the most out of Super Awakening for this character, what I'm going to do is actually summon more, get more dupes for her before I Super Awaken her. So even though I was planning to just skip over the Liz banner and wait for King, which I might still do, if I'm actually going to Super Awaken her, I think the best thing for me to do, right, is actually go 1 more rotation, hope for 4-6. That way it's the cheapest possible cost for me to Super Awaken the character. However, if you're not in that situation, just keep in mind that it's gonna be more expensive to Super Awaken a character that's 1 out of 6 versus a character that's 4 out of 6. But you can still Super Awaken them if we get the new system. Also, this mysterious fragment that we've been collecting for the past couple of days apparently is going to be revealed on the 24th. Hopefully, each of these fragments turn into a Super Awakening coin. That would be amazing, but we'll just see what they actually decide to do. Moving forward, they did decide to talk about the fact that they know that global is moving at a rapid pace and people are not really enjoying the fact that there's a banner every week or every other week. So they're going to be making changes going forward. It'll be interesting to see what they actually do. They also talked about repetitive gameplay and gear farming and stuff. Be interesting to see how they address that issue. But more than anything else, I'm very intrigued to see how they handle the Super Awakening system. If we get the one that JP had to begin with, I'm gonna be big, man. Definitely. All right, but if we get the new one that they have now, it's not too bad as long as they give us a lot of ways to farm these Super Awakening coins. So basically every event that comes after Super Awakening drops has to give Super Awakening coins as a reward, or platinum coins, or free pulls on the part 1 or part 2 banners, just so people can get more SSR coins so they can Super Awaken their units to get back to where they were, right? Because that's going to be a very, very big thing moving forward. So we'll wrap it up right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Just wanted to share my thoughts on the dev notes here. I am happy with the new unit. I feel like we could actually have some fun with Oslo and Hawk. And I feel like a final boss is pretty good. Final boss is always good. It's just free stuff and it's activity that you can complete if you want to, right? So that's always fine. Tower of Trials I'm actually looking forward to because I built my roster. My roster is very, very, very diverse. I have a lot of units at 80, so I want to see how difficult it's going to be for somebody like me to climb the tower